I'm frustrated here. Why won't you tell me who Mrs. Wheeler is? I know, if I knew, I could use her to come between Louise and Sheridan.
As I told you, it's not in my best interest for you to know yet. There's that tone again.
I just want Louise. He's all I've ever wanted, and I'm afraid I'm running out of time. I'm gonna really lose him to Sheridan.
Fear not. I will do whatever is necessary to keep Louise and Sheridan apart. And anyone who tries to stop me will die trying. Ah!
Oh, Alistair, you cut yourself.
So I did.
Let's see. Doesn't look like there's any glass in there. I think it's just more of a scratch.
We cranes are born with thick skin.
There, I think about stopped bleeding.
For a violent psychotic, you can be surprisingly gentle.
Well, being a mother has changed me.
But you're not a mother, Beth. Marty is Sheridan's son with Louise. You tricked Louise into thinking he'd fathered the boy with you.
With your help as Charlie.
Yes. Oh, yes. The look on your face when she kissed you. Oh, if only K.D. Lang had been there to serenade us.
Well, thanks for letting me keep Marty. I really do love him.
In spite of having a selfish hag in diapers for a mother, you can be surprisingly maternal.
I learned a lot from Precious. But it's not enough. I want Luis to be a full-time father to Marty.
And a devoted husband to you.
Well, duh. What do you think I went to all that trouble to kidnap Sheridan, steal her baby, and try to kill her in the first place?
Your obsession with Louise is as strong as ever.
So help me, Alistair. You must know how I can use Mrs. Wheeler to come between Louise and Sheridan.
Indeed I do.
Well, then tell me.
And what will you do for me in order to have Louise? So, Beth, what are you willing to do for me to get me to give you hard information on Mrs. Wheeler?
It's not that I don't find you attractive, Alistair.
As I do you, my dear.
But, you know, mixing business with pleasure, it's just gonna complicate things more than they already are.
I can assure you I am more than up for the challenge.
Well, I'm not you, Alistair.
Oh, indeed you're not.
Look, we both want Louise and Sheridan apart.
True.
And if Mrs. Wheeler is the key to breaking them up, then why not use her to do it?
I have my reasons.
Now I wonder.
Meaning?
Meaning you're supposed to be this all-powerful Alistair Crane. You know what? You can't even keep your daughter away from the man that I love.
You need to calm down. I'd better refresh your drink.
I want answers, old man. When are you gonna tear Louise and Sheridan apart? And when are you gonna stop letting Martin Fitzgerald's son make a fool out of you?
Watch your mouth, Bethy, or me tearing Louise and Sheridan apart will be the least of your worries. I'll be tearing you apart.
Alistair, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you, really. I'm sorry. It's just that every time I think Louise is about to be free of Sheridan, something happens and they end up together again. Sheridan was buried alive. Louise rescues her. The boat that Sheridan was on, it blew up. But Louise was sure that Sheridan was still alive, and what do you know? Here she comes, back again, married to Antonio. And then you and I, we kidnap her, and we steal her baby, and we leave her in the ocean for dead. They're still together. Blowing up a plane, a car. Sheridan being bitten by poisonous snakes didn't stop them. So now this Mrs. Wheeler, she comes along and the information that she has hidden is obviously way more powerful than bombs or snakes or shock therapy to stop Sheridan's love for Louise. And you won't tell me what's what. I mean, God, if I am this frustrated, I can only imagine how you feel.
Well, forgive my lapse in manners, but you must understand, this is a very complicated situation. You just be patient. You'll get Louise.
If we're both gonna get what we want, if Louise and Sheridan are gonna be torn apart, then you must know something, don't you, Alistair? About Mrs. Wheeler?
There's that.
And what? What, there's more?
As I said, my dear, eventually we will both get what we want.
Okay, eventually does not work for me. I want Louise now.
Beth!
No! Marty is getting older every day. I want him to grow up in a home with his father. Not just my freak of a mother and an overworked ape. Tell me what you know, damn it! Tell me when you're gonna tear Louise and Sheridan apart! But Alistair, tell me what you know so I can use it to split Louise and Sheridan up.
Be patient, my dear. My daughter and your dreamboat will be torn asunder soon enough.
What? No! I am sick of waiting! I want Louise now! I'm gonna get Louise away from Sheridan, with or without your help.